Hello, I'm Ashley, the engineer at Andover Norton, and a couple of weeks ago we had a customer who ordered handlebars for his Mark III and the associated brake hose from the master cylinder down to the yokes from the parts book. He got the parts only to find that the hose he bought was too short, even though it was for the European handlebars. I then looked at the part number for the short hose and I realised that we sell an awful lot of them. Now, those people that are buying them must be fitting them. So what was the problem? The handlebars we sell are as part of the parts book, and we have the drawing for that, so we know that's correct and we know that's correct as per the parts book. But is it? I've got a very, very convincing feeling that the Mark III Commandos left the factory with different handlebars than what's in the parts book. There is another very low handlebar that you can see, and it's slightly different to these. It's more straight and slightly lower, has less raise on it. That handlebar, the early one, which is not in the parts book, would accept that hose. Now then, what is that handlebar? Now, I was struggling to find this handlebar in any of the parts book, and then I come across an 06.4887 part European narrow handlebar, and that was from around 1974. I think a lot of those handlebars were just thrown onto the Mark IIIs in 1975, and thus why the parts book says you need the 5-inch hose. There is a workaround around this. We've now changed the descriptions on the internet and the website that if you order the correct handlebars as per the parts book, you then need to order the slightly longer hose. This is a slightly longer hose. I think it's from a Triumph. Might tell a story because they were all part of MVT back in the day. That is actually 1.5 inches longer. I sent this hose out to the customer. Lo and behold, problem solved. This one here was too short, just wouldn't quite do it. The difference in the handlebars is only 1/2 inch. A little bit tiny amount on the raise, but there's another 1/2 inch swept back. So there is the possibility that this hose is going to be too short if you use the handlebars as per the parts book. If any of you have still got questions or haven't quite processed what I've been saying, then feel free to contact myself and Simon, where we'll explain this to you. You haven't ordered the wrong parts as per the parts book. It's just the parts book, unsurprisingly, for the Mark III is wrong. But it's not wrong for some bikes, because we know some of the Mark IIIs have got handlebars out there that are slightly shorter, slightly lower, and a little bit more straighter than these European handlebars. There's a European handlebar like this one, the 5748, and then there's a lower version as well. We don't sell the lower version. We most probably stick to this one because it's most probably close to the actual narrow version, but it does create problems on the Mark III for the short hose. Any questions, any queries, please feel free to get in touch with myself or Simon. You can contact us via the usual channels, the telephone or via email on the technical line. Thank you very much.